Welcome to Wolfie's world, where English becomes your superpower. No matter your level, we break grammar down into clear steps with real examples and superhero energy. Let's get started. Today we're diving into the past continuous. Ready to roll back time? Let's get into the action. Let's explore when we use the past continuous tense. We use it for two things. Actions happening at a specific time in the past, like she was studying at 9 p.m., and background actions, something that was happening while something else occurred. So remember, specific past time and background action. That's when we use the past continuous. Let's explore how to use the past continuous in affirmative sentences. The formula is subject, was or were, plus a verb ending in ing. Examples: I was reading. They were walking. He was playing. Use was for I, he, she, it. Use were for you, we, they. This helps show what someone was doing at a specific time in the past. Let's look at how to make sentences negative in the past continuous. We use subject plus was or were plus not plus verbing. Examples: I was not sleeping. We were not running. She was not working. Now the shortcut, was not becomes wasn't, were not becomes weren't. These contractions help us sound more natural when speaking. Next, we'll explore how and when to use them confidently. Let's talk about why we use contractions when speaking. They help us sound more natural and make sentences easier to say. Instead of, he was not listening, we say, he wasn't listening. It's quicker, smoother, and sounds more friendly. We do the same with were not. It becomes weren't. So remember, wasn't and weren't. Help your English sound more like real conversation. Next, we'll look at how to form questions in the past continuous. Let's look at how to ask questions in the past continuous tense. We flip the order and start with was or were. Then add the subject and verbing. Like, was he singing? Were they dancing? Use was for I, he, she, it, and were for you, we, they. This helps us ask what someone was doing at a specific time in the past. Now let's make sure we understand before we move on to practice. Let's dive into this quick quiz on the past continuous tense. First, fill in the blank. I dancing at 8 p.m. The correct answer is was. So it reads, I was dancing at 8 p.m. Next, they studying. The contraction of were not is weren't. So it's they weren't studying. Finally, she listening? This is a question, so we start with was. The answer is, was she listening? How did you do? Remember, practice makes perfect. Let's move on to more examples in the next slide. Let's dive into this quiz on choosing the right sentence. The key is understanding the correct verb form in the past continuous tense. Take a look at the options. Option A, she was play, and option C, she were playing, don't quite fit, do they? Option B, she was playing is the only one that flows naturally and sounds right. Remember this hint. Listen for what sounds correct. Your ears can often guide you to the right choice when you're unsure. Let's keep practicing, and soon this will feel like second nature. Let's try something creative. Start your sentence with I was and add an action you did at a specific time. For example, I was eating at 7 p.m. Now, it's your turn. What were you doing? Say it out loud, write it down, or share it in the comments. Let's see those English superpowers in action. Today we learned how to use the past continuous tense to talk about actions happening in the past. We explored how to make sentences in the affirmative, negative, and question forms. And we saw how contractions like wasn't and weren't make speech sound more natural. Now it's your turn to practice and grow your English superpowers. You've done great. Keep it up, and you'll keep getting better. Great job today, hero. Keep practicing, stay curious, and remember, Every step makes your English stronger. I'm Wolfie, and I'll see you in the next lesson.